Good afternoon. My name is Francisco Miranda, and I am here to present a pronunciation guide to the text of Enrique Granados' choral work, Song of the Stars. Before I begin, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my friend Julia, who also happens to be my Spanish tutor. She lives currently now in Barcelona, Spain, and was kind enough to help me with the pronunciation of the Catalan text to this work. So thank you, Julia. Using the piano vocal score that Dr. Jason Tram had provided to you as a guide and as a reference, I will first be saying the words as it is written, then going back and either 1, 2, 3 words at a time, slowly tell you how to correctly pronounce it. So without further ado, let's start. Page 4 measures 142 to 146, sopranos and altos. O immensitat eternal dels espais. The pronunciation is as follows. O immensitat eternal dels espais. In the Catalan language, for the vowel E, if it is not placed in the accented syllable of the word, the E is pronounced like an A. So in this case, immensitat, it is immansitat. The next word, eternal, is eternal. The accent is on nal, eternal. There are, of course, a few exceptions, as in the case of the word dels. It is pronounced dals with an A. And the last word, aspais. O immensitat eternal dels aspais. Moving on to page 5, measures 157 to 161. And again on page 6, measures 165 to 170, sopranos and altos, and then sopranos, altos, tenors. Folia y febre d'amor deliri no hem conegut mai. As is the case with the letter E in a non-accented syllable, the letter O is pronounced like a U in the non-accented syllable. So folia is fulia. Y febra d'amor daliri. Now with the two words no and hem, you drop the H as the H is silent and you combine the words. Noem, just like the word Noel, but with an M. Noem. Conegut mai. The O is pronounced like a U, since the accent in the word is on the word gut, G-U-T. Conegut mai. Fulia y febra d'amor daliri noem conegut mai. Going on to page 8. Measures 173 to 176, sopranos and altos. I also you will note that there is tenors and bass singing as well. I will separate that. First, sopranos and altos only. Perxo es nostra vida eterna y serena y pura nostra llum. In Catalan, the apostrophe X can either be pronounced as SH, sh, or CH, ch. In this case, it's sh, perxo. And flip the tongue after you pronounce the R, perxo. It's almost as you're adding a letter A to it. Very quickly, perxo. Perxo es nostra. Now you're going to ask me, well, why is es not us? There is another exception. In this case, the E is not an A. Es nostra, as you see the accent on there. There is an accent. So the E remains an E. Perciò es nostra vida eterna y serena y pura nostra lium. The double L in lium is a combination of L and Y, much like you would say the word million. Lium. Now for the tenors and bass on page 8, starting on measure 174. Serena la lium, quan guaitant veiem com cerqueu assedegats per desig. Serena la lium. The first E is A. Serena la lium. Quan, like Michel Quan. Guaitan. The last T is silent. Guaitan. Veiem. The E is an A. Com cerqueu. QU is pronounced like a K. Cerqueu. Assedegats. Assedegats. Pal, P-A-L, and then finally D-E-S-I-G is pronounced dazich, and you can write it out D-A-Z-I-T-C-H. So to repeat slowly, Serena la lium, quan guaitan veiem com cerqueu assedegats pal dazich. The next text is a mouthful. Page 8 measures 176 to 183, sopranos and altos, so I will group them. Quan en la nit calmada. Quan an la nit, like you would write N-E-A-T, calmada. Quan an la nit calmada. Guaitant del fons de la blavor liuniana. Guaitan, the last T is silent. Guaitan dal fons de la blavo. The R is silent. Liuniana. Guaitan dal fons de la blavo liuniana. Veiem com cerqueu repos de bades. Veiem com cerqueu repos de badas. Veiem com cerqueu repos de badas. And then finally, pels vostres cors assedegats per la febre inestroncable del desig. Pels vostras cors assedegats per la febre inestroncable del desig. And you will note that some of the words in this text is the same as the text sung by the tenors and basses previously. Once again, pels vostras cors assedegats par la febra inestruncabla dal dazich. The accent in that big inestruncabla is on cab. Inestruncabla dal dazich. So all together. Quan a la nit calmada, guaitan dal fons de la blavor liuniana. Vaiem com sarceo rapos de badas pels vostras cors assadagats par la febra inestruncabla dal dazich. Next text, page 9, measures 184 to 189, tenors and bass. Pura es la llum, quan en la calma nit de vosaltres es compadim. Pura as la llum, quan an la calma nit, N-E-A-T, de vosaltras ans compadim. The S in vosaltres, the first S, is pronounced like a Z. Vosaltras ans compadim. The accent is on dim. Compadim. Pura as la llum, quan an la calma nit de vosaltras ans compadim. Same page and measure numbers for sopranos and altos. Perxo, just like before, is perxo. Es nostra vida eterna y serena y pura nostra llum. Exactly as it was before on page 8, measures 173 to 176. Perxo es nostra vida eterna y serena y pura nostra llum. Quan en la calma nit de vosaltres ens compadim. Quan an la calma nit de vosaltras ans compadim. Quan an la calma nit de vosaltras ans compadim. So putting it all together. Perxo es nostra vida eterna y serena y pura nostra llum. Quan a la calma nit de vosaltras ans compadim. Page 11, measures 196 to 203, starting first with sopranos, then altos, tenors, and bass. And again, I will break this up. Som files de la nit. Som filias de la nit. Again, double L is like L and Y. Filias. The accent on fi, so the E is an A. Som filias de la nit. Uls desguard brillant. Uls desguard brillant. The last T in brilliant is silent. Uls desguard brillant. Que a través dels espais vers vosaltres compassives girem. Que a través, the accent is on ves, so the E remains the same. Través. Dals espais vers vosaltras compassivas girem. The G is a very soft G. It's not like the word G double E, but much softer. Girem. It has a sort of a Portuguese quality to that. So once again, som filias de la nit, uls das guard brillant, que a través dels espais vers vosaltres compassivas girem. Page 14, measures 210 to 213, bass. Som víctimas del amor, no havem conhort. Som víctimas de l'amor. The next two words, no and havem, drop the H and combine the two words, no havem. The last word, conhort, you drop the two H's and the T as they are all silent. And since the accent is on the second syllable, the first O is pronounced like a U. So you have the word cunor. No havem cunor. Som víctimas del amor. No havem cunor. Page 15, measures 235 to 238. L'eterna serenidad que augusta plana en el cel. La eterna serenidad que augusta planan al cel. I'll repeat that. La eterna serenidad que augusta, and then the word plana and N, drop the E, since the E is pronounced like an A, plana an. Two A's, make them one, planan, al cel. La eterna serenidad que augusta planan al cel. Page 16, measures 239 to 242. Enfondeix nostra pietat vers vostre esteril angel. Remember, the X can either be an SH or a CH. In this case, it's an SH. And the E in N is an A. Fon is fun. Anfundesh. Anfundesh. Nostra pietat vers vostra teril anel. Vostre and esteril, combine them together, but the E's in vostre and the first E are A's. Vostra teril anel. The H is silent in that word. So once again, anfundesh nostra pietat vers vostra teril anel. Page 17, measures 243, 245. Eterna serenidad del cel. Eterna serenidad del cel. Page 18, measures 247 to 250, tenors and bass. Liures voldriem volar. Liuras voldriem volar. The R is silent. Liuras voldriem volar. Page 19, measures 255 to 256, altos. Som presoners del amor. Som prazunes. The R in that word is silent. Prazunes del amor. Som prazunes del amor. Page 20, measures 256 to 257, tenors. Comens podrem desliurar. Comans comans pudrem das liura. The last R is silent. Comans pudrem das liura. Page 20, 257 to 258, altos. Febleza porteo al cor. Fableza porteo al cor. Fableza porteo al cor. Page 20, measures 258 to 259, sopranos. Debades repos cerqueu. Debadas rapos sarqueu. Debadas rapos sarqueu. Page 20, 259 to 260, bass. Volem conioxer naus mons. Volem cunesha naus mons. Volem cunesha naus mons. Page 22, measures 260 to 261, sopranos. Ancisos d'amor trenqueu. Ancisus d'amor tranqueu. Ancisus. The first S in that word is like a Z. Ancisus d'amor tranqueu. Page 20, measures 261 to 262, bass. No podem romper els grillons. No podem, the O is a U, podem romprals grillons. Romper and else, you drop the E in the else, or make it an A, excuse me. The E is an A, romprals, and combine them. Romprals grillons. No podem romprals grillons. Then finally, page 21, measure 262. Immensitat is immansitat. Eternitat, soprano 2, and measure 264 to 266, is aternitat. The accent is on ter, aternitat. And the same applies to the altos on measures 266 to 268. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I will leave my email address with Dr. Tran. Thank you for your time.